I've got some bad news about the whole deal. Sandra and I are now getting a divorce. Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It's kind of a special Saturday. Today's Saturday, kind of a special day around here. Today is the first day that we've not had, the first Saturday that we've not had a farmer's market or a delivery in, Lord knows how, I guess since Christmas. Yeah, I guess since Christmas. So, I don't know what we're going to get into. We've got those eggs. We're definitely going to get those set in the incubator today. We'll show you how all that deal works. And we got chores to do. I got Whistle Britches with me today. She's actually going to be hanging out with us for a little bit. So y'all stick around and let's see what the day turns out to be. All right, so we promised on the last video that we were going to show putting our eggs in the incubator. And tell folks about these eggs. These are not laying hen eggs.
Yeah, so these are broiler chicken eggs. And they are the same breed as those big ones out in the tractors, and also the new ones that we got yesterday in the brooder.
And so we've got 15 dozen, is that right?
15 dozen.
Okay.
And the guy that brought them to us was telling us they're getting about an 80% hatch rate.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get 8 out of 10 hatched on these. So we're going to put these in some trays, and we've got different size trays. These yellow ones are...
Those are for duck and goose eggs.
Okay.
And these are for smaller eggs, like quail or guinea or something like that.
But we do have chicken egg trays.
Let's
get a couple of them.
So this thing has been running not quite 24 hours, but it's ready to go. It's doing good. So these are the chicken egg trays.
Okay.
Let me straighten this out and we'll get them out. So as you can tell, to get the trays out, you have to have the turners straight up and down.
So any tips or tricks on incubating eggs?
On incubating the eggs, if they've been traveling up and down the road, you need to give them a few hours to settle. And if they're cold, you need to bring them in and let them come to room temperature before you set them. And when you set an egg, you see it's got a pointy end and a flatter end. This is the flatter side is where the air bubble is. And that needs to be up when you put it in the tray.
So pointy side down.
So pointy side down. So like that one needs to be like that.
Okay. All right. We're going to get these loaded up. We'll get them in the incubator, and then we'll talk a little bit about managing that incubator for the next 21 days.
Yep.
I don't know how they slide in there.
And when you put these trays in, there's these little lips here. You have to make sure those go to the side. And that's what holds the trays in here and not sliding around.
Got it? Out of all of them, we found one broke, so we're 15 dozen minus one.
So now that I've manually straightened those trays out, I have to turn it back on to automatic. So there's a button back here you press, and you'll see there's a yellow light. If it's on automatic, this little green light will be on. So you hit the A, that turns the green light on. Now it's doing its thing.
So temperature setting, humidity setting, time.
Temperature is between 99.5 and 100.5. Day 1 through 18, the humidity needs to be around 60%. On day 19, you need to raise your humidity between 65 and 75%. And on day 19, they go out of the trays down into the hatching box.
And this is an automatic turn, but if you don't have an automatic turn,
you need to turn twice a day.
Twice a day. This thing turns every 2 hours?
Something like that.
Every 2 or 3 hours. So, all right, they're in there. We'll keep y'all posted. We'll probably candle them at, what'd you say, 14 days?
Probably about 14 days.
And just see if the embryos are developing, see how they're doing.
Takes 21 days to hatch a chicken egg.
Yeah. So we'll just watch them, see how this goes. We'll see if we got any chicks that we can end up putting in the brooder out on pasture, and then hopefully on somebody's plate. This is not what you want to come out to do chores in the morning on. The cows are completely displaced in with the pigs. I don't know how they got out, where they got out, or what's happened, but we got a mess. Good Lord, what a mess. All right, y'all, scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Scoot. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Good Lord. How do you get cows out without getting pigs out? Y'all back up, y'all back up. Back, 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 back. Back, back. Back, 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 back. Back, back. All right. Scoot, 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 scoot. All right, so I had to turn the camera off because, well, there's a couple reasons I had to turn the camera off. Number one, it's impossible to chase cows out of an area where pigs are and try to get them in where they need to be, holding the camera. Number two, language was used that is not fit for many ears, especially little ears. But I do have I've got some bad news about the whole deal. Sandra and I are now getting a divorce. Ugly things were said. Apologies were attempted. But I don't know that it worked.
If I'd have had a fence post, I'd have racked you right across the head, boy.
I'm sorry for what I said when we were working cows. Okay, but anyway, all kidding aside, we did get them back where they were supposed to. We got them back in a spot.
Not where they're supposed to be.
Not where they were supposed to be, but we got them back in a spot. So we have set up to move them to a new location now, and we didn't bore y'all with that. I was just putting in post and pulling wire. So let's go back to the back. We're going to see if we can. They got a long walk ahead of them. That's what you get when you get out. You get to walk a long way.
And they're out again too.
And some of them are out again. It's been a day. So let's go back here. We'll see if we can get them to come across and walk back where they're supposed to be. Today is not a day that I would recommend that you get cows. Just don't do it for your own sanity.
I'll walk up here and try to start calling them down.
Okay. All right, so they were up here where the pigs are at. We were able to get them in a pasture down behind the shop. So to keep them in containment, we're gonna bring them back into this small pasture here up behind the shop. We're gonna go through the gate up there, up the hill, all the way back to the other end of the property and across the road. Now the reason we're gonna do that instead of shortest distance to where they're going is this helps us keep them in better containment for the entire move. So I'm gonna go up here and close the gate right quick. Sandra's going up the hill, she's calling them. We're gonna see if we can walk them back down here, put them in this pasture, and then walk them around the circle. Now we've grazed this twice now, and it's still short. I mean, it's still early spring, early April. But, you know, it's coming back pretty quick. You know, I don't know that they grazed that leaf, but there's a lot of it that's tipping back out. So I think we're okay. And like I said in the last video, if we drop some of these, trading the cow-calf pairs, the fats, the cow-calf pairs, the breads, and those young heifers. That's going to decrease our numbers a little bit. I think it'll ease up a little bit of pressure on our grass. Not that I'm real worried about it, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Let's put this rope gate back up here. There, that keeps them out of that. Back there. We're going to try to get them in here and, like I say, go up that hill. We'll see. Are they? That's all right. Don't you fall coming down that hill. Is everybody back on the right side of the wires?
Not yet.
Okay.
Woo, girl. Woo.
We get them in this pasture right here. We can contain them and count them, and then we know what we're dealing with here. This girl's pregnant. We pregnancy checked her and she was pregnant. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then this little white face over here is going to be 25. Get you a count. I got 25. Then that'd be right. Come on a little bit. Don't go under there. There you go. All right. So I got 2 up here, she says. Skinny jeans were a cow. Right down here they are. Good Lord. 201, that pretty little calf. She usually stays with the group. Come on, mama. Scoot, scoot. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Take your calf with you. Go on. Y'all get on out of here. See if she comes up here. Yeah. She's gonna do her thing. All right. Reunited and it feels so good. I hope your microphone's on mute. Told y'all earlier there was a lot of swearing going on. Wasn't me. Scoot, scoot. Let's scoot. Roll on. You take your baby and go on. Let's go, scoot. I know he's leggy, y'all, but that is one pretty steer. Scoot, scoot. go, Mama. Little heifer right there. All right. And then last, this is Newman's fault right here. He comes out and pets on this thing, and she's not afraid of nothing. So you can't push her. He calls her Penelope. Good Lord. Let's go, baby. Take your calf and go on. Scoot, scoot. This little guy right there, he's doing great. He ain't but a couple weeks old. Let's go. Be careful getting behind them. They'll whop you. You too, buddy. Come on. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. All right. Now, came from up there, contained in here, going here. I'm going to close the gate, contain them in there. All right, so I came back out the road to the other end, and Sondra's bringing them down the hill. They walked up that big steep hill. Now she's coming all the way back down over here. I'm going to open this gate up here and let them through when they get down. See, they were back in the back earlier today. They got out of their paddock. We had to put them in a different spot, and so now we've got them coming down. They're gonna come down here. Yeah, tell you what, kind of stand. No, it's fine. Just come back here and just kind of stand right back here. So they're gonna, yeah, there we go. Woo, cow! And there they are, the goobers of the group. Scoot, 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 scoot. Just walk them back out the fence. Scoot, 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 scoot. Scoot. Oh, no, not you. Oh, man. I don't want that one going out the road. He'll be in Sparta. That 237, yeah, make sure that's the right number, but he needs to go.
Let's go, baby.
He's finished. What are you doing, holding preschool class?
We're learning how to walk in a line.
like good kindergartners. That one right there must have failed. He's had to repeat first grade. Yeah, number 2A. Have to go back to preschool. Look at him. These are the babies. They always get behind. Let's go. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. Different ones. The little black with the white face, he looks exactly like his mom. And the little brown one, his mom's black and white, but his daddy was pure red, so. All right, there they are. So what we've given them, this hillside is basically what they've got, all the hillside right below the road. So that puts them on the hill, which is, there's plenty of grass. They don't graze it very much, but they got a big spot, and that should last them for a day. So, oh Lord of mercy. Had a customer show up too while we were doing this, so they got to see the deal. So we got them. All right, so they're over here on the hillside now, and I'm just giving them basically where the ground flattens out back out in the pasture. That's where the wire is. Want them up here on this to graze it, because even though they've been across this a couple times, they've not eaten much of this hillside, have they?
No.
I was over here when I put the drinker in. There's a lot of dry material over here, and down there in the flat and the other places they've been, the dry material's gone. So they have not spent a lot of time up here. So we're trying to force them on this hillside. And over there, we got a couple up here. It looks like it's working pretty good. So we'll leave them here. They'll be here for a day. We'll let them clean this up, eat it a little bit, and then we'll move them down into the flat. And like I say, there's a handful of these that are going to go away. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. We'll just kind of see how it goes. But I think the burning question on everybody's mind now is, are we going to stay married?
For tonight, anyway.
This went okay.
We have redeemed ourselves.
We've redeemed ourselves, yeah. We've redeemed ourselves. So
we had a customer drop in, and that just,
that helps too.
sales helps everything.
Yeah, sales cures all. I mean, it really does. You get a customer come by, buy some product. I mean, it just sort of rejuvenates you, don't it? It really does.
It greases the skids a little bit.
Yeah, and they were excited. They got to see the cow move. I think we
did.
got them on camera a little bit there.
Yeah.
So appreciate those folks coming by, and they got to see something. A lot of folks, come by to pick up. They don't see the work going on usually, but man, they saw it happening.
They got to see something the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah.
Walked these cows from one side of the farm all the way to the other.
Yeah.
I guess we went, half a mile?
They went, they probably went, well, it's a quarter mile from the gate back out there, and they had to go up the hill. Yeah, I mean, they went a quarter mile, a little better than a quarter mile anyway. So they're tired. They should be. It's what they get for breaking out this morning, getting in there with those pigs and causing us a bad time. So here's old Penelope. She's up here munching on some grass. Big, tall, lean looking thing.
Hey, girl.
All right. And we put their water up here. Had to kind of do a little engineering job, a little redneck engineering on their water. We put this wire up here so they wouldn't get back here and trip over the hose and knock it over and that sort of thing. So that should work out pretty good.
They're skipping all this stuff trying to find the clover.
They're looking for the clover?
Yeah, look at them.
Well, we'll force them to eat it. Leave them in here. All right, good deal. Cow move all the way across the farm. All right, there it is. We got those eggs set this morning. Glad to get that done. And then we worked on these cows a little bit off and on during the day. That was a surprise. Walking up there, we were getting ready to go out and do chores. I told Sandra, I said, I hear those cows. They're back here in the back. They're not where they're supposed to be. Rode up there, sure enough. Son of a gun, they's in there with them pigs. But anyway, I'm looking at them out here. I'm wondering if, yeah, they're still in. Lord mercy, gonna drive me crazy. Got those eggs set. Glad to get those. I think that's gonna help us out, give us a little bit of security. Not having to ship chicks. We had a terrible time with that earlier in the year. It was just a mess, just a hot mess. But glad to get these cows moved. And most of all, I'm glad I'm not getting a divorce. So I think we'll stick together for another couple days. Like I always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.